Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What's brewing in the NFL landscape right now could be one of those blockbuster moves that shakes up the entire NFC North. And for us Packers fans, it's an exciting time to be paying attention. Rumors are swirling about a potential trade involving Kansas City Chiefs. Pass rusher George Karlaftis heading to Green Bay, and let me tell you, if this deal goes through, it could be a game changer for our defense and our chances of making a serious playoff push this season. Karlaftis, a talented and consistent edge rusher, has been turning heads with his performance. The Chiefs are reportedly considering trading him in exchange for a second-round pick from the Packers, which would be a significant asset for us. This move isn't just about adding another player. It's about bolstering our front seven, creating more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and ultimately transforming our defense into a nightmare for offenses. The Chiefs, sitting at 10-4, are in a bit of a tricky spot. Their run defense has been a concern, giving up around 150 rushing yards per game in 2025. That's not the kind of stat line you want when you're trying to chase a Super Bowl, especially with the kind of talent we know Karlaftis has. Now let's take a moment to appreciate what Karlaftis brings to the table. This guy is as reliable as a Swiss watch, and he's been a consistent force on the edge since entering the league. In 2025, he's already racked up 5 sacks, which is no small feat, along with 25 quarterback hits and 7 tackles for loss. His PFF grade sits at an impressive 88.9, putting him in the top 8 among NFL edge rushers. His pressure rate is around 20%, and he wins run stops at a rate of 36%. Plus, he's forcing turnovers, 3 fumbles so far this season, despite having missed a game due to a twisted ankle in Week 10. That kind of production, combined with his versatility, makes him a perfect fit for a defense looking to improve its pass rush and stop the run more effectively. Karlaftis' career stats tell a story of a relentless defender. Over 4 seasons, he's accumulated 35 sacks, 80 quarterback hits, and 25 tackles for loss. He's a versatile player capable of lining up in different schemes, whether in a 4-3 or a nickel package, and that kind of flexibility is invaluable in today's NFL. The Chiefs, however, seem to be a bit cautious about parting ways with him. Their Super Bowl odds are currently around plus 300, and they're prioritizing cap space to strengthen their offensive line, especially after extending Patrick Mahomes. They view Karlaftis' $19 million cap hit as a luxury they can't afford within their contender window, preferring to focus on maintaining a balanced team rather than investing heavily in a rising star that might not fit their immediate plans. For us, though, this trade could be a huge win. The Packers, sitting at 9-5, have seen their defensive pressure dip to an average of 2 sacks per game. With Parsons on IR since December 17th, our NFC North rivals have been vulnerable, and that's an opening we can capitalize on. Adding Karlaftis would give our defense a serious boost against mobile quarterbacks and help us get after the QB more consistently. Projections suggest that if he joins us, we could see a jump of plus 12 sacks overall, which would be a massive upgrade. Not only that, but his presence should help reduce the points we allow from 20 per game down to around 16, a difference maker in close games. What really excites the Packers faithful is how Karlaftis could impact our run defense. Currently, our second-best edge defender has a stop rate of around 26%, but with Karlaftis, that could increase by about 14%, making it tougher for opponents to run effectively against us. His ability to set the edge and disrupt plays could open up blitz opportunities, giving us more ways to pressure the quarterback and create turnovers. The stats support this potential impact. His sacks per 100 snaps could rise by approximately 1.4, and he could contribute to an additional 6 turnovers over the course of the season. Think about the Lions' recent upgrade with Hutchinson, which added over 140 pressures in 2024. Bringing in Karlaftis could have a similar, if not greater, effect for the Packers. Strategically, this move makes a lot of sense. A consistent pass rush helps contain elite quarterbacks like Goff, making our defense much more formidable. Our unit could climb into the top 10 in the league if we get this right. And with the improved pass rush, our third down efficiency would also see a boost right now. We're at about plus 13%, but with Karlaftis, that could go even higher, leading to more 3-and-outs and less time on the field for opposing offenses. That's exactly the kind of impact that could turn our season around and propel us deep into the playoffs. Most importantly, this move could shift the Super Bowl odds significantly in our favor. Currently, the Packers sit at plus 1,000 to win it all, but if this trade materializes, some models suggest those odds could improve to around plus 500. That's a huge jump, and it makes us a much more dangerous contender, especially against teams like the 49ers, whose offensive line allows around 30 sacks per game. Karlaftis' presence could be a real X-factor in disrupting their protection and giving us the edge we need to advance further. Looking back through NFL history, moves like this remind us of the Justin Houston era when a dominant pass rusher transformed our defense overnight. If we can land Karlaftis, it would send a clear message to the league that the Packers are serious about competing now and for years to come. It's more than just adding a talented player. It's about re-establishing our identity as a defensive powerhouse, capable of shutting down the best offenses and creating a climate of fear for quarterbacks. This is the kind of move that could set us up for multiple Super Bowl runs, not just this year but in the future, as we rebuild and retool around a stronger front. Of course, there are still questions. The Chiefs' hesitation to part with Karlaftis stems from their desire to keep their cap flexible and focus on maintaining their contender status. But if the Packers can swing this deal, it would be a true statement of intent. We're ready to take that next step, and adding a player of Karlaftis' caliber would be a huge boost to our roster. It's about building that identity on defense, a relentless, aggressive front that can get after the quarterback and stop the run with authority. That's how you win championships, and that's what I believe Brian Gutekunst and the front office are aiming for. So Packers fans, keep your eyes peeled. If this trade goes through, it's going to be one of those moments we look back on as a turning point in our franchise story. The potential to upgrade our pass rush, reduce points allowed, and finally give Goff and other NFC threats a real headache. It's all within reach. The NFC North is going through a lot of changes right now, and for us, this could be the move to put us back at the top of the division and beyond. I know we're all dreaming about another Super Bowl, and with moves like this, those dreams get a lot closer to reality. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Karlaftis would be the perfect addition to our defense? Are you excited about the possibility of upgrading the front seven and giving our team that extra edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us, and it means a lot to see how passionate our fan base is about pushing the Packers to new heights. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Let's keep that hope alive and continue to believe in the team, because with the right moves, we're never out of the fight. Go Pack, go!